Balancing life is a myth. Anyone that tells you that you can balance your life is lying to you. Hey guys, welcome to another video. In this video, I want to talk about the things that helped me balance my life. The first thing is balancing your life for me is very different than what the word balancing means. For me, balancing is doing whatever you want to do with things you need to do. That's the most important thing, being able to do what you want to do. That's why balance is something you need, maybe. For me, I have had different balances from now and different things I want to do right now compared to 6 months ago when I was in college. In college, there are multiple things that I wanted to do. And before I start talking about that, let me talk about why it's important. I used to have two jobs, have a math major where I used to study and try to get my best grades I can. I also partied all the time, maybe 3 to 4 times a week. Doing all of this was hard, but these are all the things I wanted to do. I needed to study, and that's why if I was studying, I wanted the best grades. I had both jobs because people need money, and I was broke. And then the last one is I loved to go out. College is all about being spontaneous, right? It's not about sitting down, staying there every day. That's why I always wanted to go out, because in my perspective, college is being spontaneous. So the next thing is, what did I do? The first thing to do is write down a list of all your priorities. Everything down to the T. The reason why you want to write down your priorities is because you want to get to know what you want to do or what you need to do. Because anyone that tells you balancing is doing everything is lying to you. So that's why write down. For me, number one was studying. Number two was getting paid to do my jobs. Number three was party. The two that my jobs were Starbucks and tutoring. And so those were my four things that I want to do. Write down the priorities and let me know in the comment section, what are your priorities right now? If you're in college or anywhere else. The next thing that I did that was really valuable was, once you write them down, remember the order. Because it's so easy for people that don't remember the order and then go, oh my God, why am I failing classes when my first priority is studies? Or oh my God, why did I get fired? That's why do not mess up the order, whatever your priorities are. Once you get your priorities set, okay, then after that, you set everything around that. I think a lot of people have calendars and things they do that can help them, but for me, in college especially, I got a trick that allowed me to get everything done without missing any assignments, without missing anything. Because I remember when everyone told me, write all your assignments down on a calendar. And I listened to that. I was like, okay, let me do that. It took me 2 hours. I did it. Then I missed a political science assignment. Why? Because I thought the calendar had it. But no, I missed it. So that made me realize I can't be dependent on something, because that makes me feel helpless. That got me thinking, what should I do? And then I got a plan that I think I like it, but other people think it's stupid. Every Sunday, because for me, Sunday is the start of a new day. On Sunday night, I'll write down everything till next Sunday. And anything else that's a major assignment. So an essay that's due in 2 weeks, I'll write that down. But the assignments due throughout the week, I'll write it down. Because that allows me to see if there's an exam coming up, I can study for that for the next week. Because I say, okay, Monday, Tuesday, I'll finish all my assignments for that week. That way I can study for the next week. Or that way I can go out instead of sitting down doing my assignments. that helped me. I had like a notebook. I can show you. Let me see if I have. Oh yeah, right here. I had a notebook, something similar to this, where I would open it up, write down everything, and then I would just check it everything out. That way I never missed another assignment for 4 years after that. That's how shocking it was after I did this every Sunday. And that's helped me so much because I was always on top of things. The second most important thing that I did after that was you have to do it even if you don't like it. I've had days where I have gone out. Okay? I've gone out to party. I came back at 5 a.m. 5 a.m. I had work at 7. You know what I did? I went to work. Most people would not go to work. They would think, oh my God, I'm sleepy. I got 2 hours of sleep. And you know why? Because sleep is not on my list. You remember the 4 that I said? They were studies, Starbucks job, tutoring job, partying. Sleep is not on the list. You can't, if it's not on the list, you don't do it. I'm not saying you should do this, but this was bad. I didn't sleep for sometimes days. I've gone almost 4 days with maybe I would say 6 hours sleep in 4 days. I'm not saying you should do it, but remember the order of the priorities. And one of my cousins told me this right before I was going to college. And he said this, and that opened my brain up. It was shocking. He said, there's 3 things that's important in college: partying, sleeping, studying. The 3: partying, sleeping, and studying. And you can only do 2 of them. Just 2. Most people try to do 3, it doesn't work out. For me, it was partying and studying. So this guy got no sleep. I know, I hated it. Everyone else is sleeping. My friends are sleeping and they're not doing homework because they partied or everything else. But I got everything done because I didn't care about sleep. I care about the other 2. And that's the important thing, is you got to do what you want. And the thing is, I'm not saying you should do this, but getting your priorities straight is important. Those priorities then were stupid. I think my priorities should have been different. My priorities should have been growing, should have been sleeping, and should have been working out. Those 3 should have been my priorities. But stupid wrong. I had a lot of fun, but I did the right form. My priorities at that point were different. That's why my studies priority, I got the highest grades, but I didn't grow. Now I feel I was useless. And I'll make another video on what would I do if I start back in college. And let me know in the comment section if this helped. Is there a different way y'all do it? Because I'm always ready to learn on how to do things I need to do and want to do. And please check out my last 2 videos. 1 was on my college journey part 1. And 2 was on 5 mistakes I made while I was interning and how y'all can learn from that. And I'll see y'all next time. Thank you.